Hey, I am Akurios, and I'm sure by now you've heard my song Hi. And if you haven't, please go ahead, go to YouTube, to Facebook, to Instagram, and listen to the song and listen as many times as you can. First of all, a couple of people have come together to ask me a couple of questions, and I'm very glad to answer every single one of them. And if you have any questions for me, please go ahead, ask in the comments, and I'll be glad to get back to you on them. Okay, so first of all, question number one. What inspired the song? Okay, it's simple because the song was inspired by Thanksgiving. The song was inspired by a number of notable things that God has done in my life. First of all, many people don't know this, but my close friends and family members obviously would know that I was born with a condition known as asthma. But a couple of years ago, God healed me completely. In fact, when I was in primary school and secondary school, I used to go to school with an inhaler, okay? And I used to have attacks from time to time during the rainy season. You know, my heart would be beating very fast towards the evening when the weather goes cold and all that. And I'll have these attacks every single night of the rainy season and even the Harmattan season. And it wasn't pleasant at all. But one day, the Lord healed me. And that's one of the things I'm very thankful to Him about. And then secondly, I've had several health conditions that have been life-threatening that some people may not know. There was a time that my right eye went blind, but God healed me, amongst several other things pertaining to my health. And also, the Lord has kept me from several things that I can't explain. The Lord has made a lot of things in my life easier. The Lord has brought me a mighty long way. A mighty long way. There are many things that I could never have imagined becoming today that I am, by the special grace of God and by His own orchestration. And these are the things I'm thankful about, and this is one of the things that inspired the song. Alright, question number 2. My background. Yep, okay, officially I got into music in around the year 2000 or 2001, when myself, my elder brother, and a couple of friends came together to form a group. We called the group X Symphony, and we went around churches singing and performing in different organizations and events. And then I was the youngest member of the group, but it didn't stop the other group members from throwing some songs at me and putting me in the spotlight back then. And it was very challenging for me. I learned a whole lot of things from the group, a whole lot of things from our experiences, a whole lot of things from each and every member of the group. They were older people, come on, so they were more experienced than I was. They had a lot to offer, a lot to teach me, and I was willing to learn, and I did learn. So from there, went on one choir, another choir, music director here, music director there, you know, assistant music director here, assistant music director here, church to church. And then it was in 2007 that I decided to go study music at the prestigious Peter King College of Music at Badagry. And I studied music, and while I was in school there, it was in 2009 that a friend of mine, Wills, shout out to Wills, introduced me to the legendary Ambassador Wale Oni. Now, I worked with Wale Oni as a vocalist, doing background vocals for him at the studio Instinct Productions, then at Surulere. And I learned a lot from the Ambassador. I mean, it was an experience that changed my life, literally. And I met a whole number of people, relationships that I value today very, very much. Relationships that I treasure today came out of that encounter with Mr. Waleomo. Alright, so from there I met my mentor, taught me the first things I know about recording, Mr. Dimeji Olanka Israel, also known as D Israel. An amazing musician, an amazing engineer. He taught me the first things I knew, the first things I know now about recording, I learned from him. And I'm very grateful for all the opportunities and all the blessings that have come to me through this man. And I thank God every day for his life. And from there, the rest is history. I started my own company, Silum 7 Music Studio, Silum 7 Music Incorporated, music education, music production, and I built this studio where I am. It's beautiful, right? Okay, so that's where we are, and the journey continues. The journey continues. Stay tuned. There's much more coming from me. There's much more coming from this house. There's much more coming from this mind. There's much more coming from these hands. Okay, question number 3. Okay, about myself. I'll tell you about myself. My birth name is Akuchukwu Kingsley Ikiri. Okay, and I was born to a very large family. I come from a very large family, and I'm the third of 4 boys, or 4 men from my mom, and I have amazing brothers, very supportive brothers, and it's amazing. And I'm a simple, easygoing guy. I don't have any problems, and I hope nobody has problems with me. And so I like things done well. I like things done easily. I like where there's cooperation and love. There's no strife, free flowing, togetherness, unity, progress. That's all I'm about. I love Jesus very much, and I've been loving him for a very long time now. Okay, so besides that, I'm a musician. I love music. I have always loved music for a very long time, as long as I can remember. And I think I'm going to keep loving music for a very, very long time to come. Question number 4. What does the future hold? Well, the future holds what God intends for it to hold. And but as far as I can tell, there's a lot more coming from me, like I mentioned earlier, and I hope to release more songs before the year comes to an end, and then expect something very big next year from me. Alright, that's about it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for listening to me answer all these questions. And like I said earlier, if you have similar questions, even if they're not similar, if you have questions at all, feel free to ask them in the comments. Feel free to send questions to my Facebook, the questions to my Instagram, send the questions even to my YouTube channel, and I'll be glad to answer every single question I come across, as long as they are positive, as long as they are productive, meaningful, they can help every single one of us. So I'm Akurios, and I'm out.